Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's All Sports with Smitty. I'm your host, Smitty. And before we get into it tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to give a brief shout out to a couple of viewers. A young man named Ronnie Mathis. Appreciate all your support, young man. Keep hanging in there with us. And my boy Dempsey. Put it in the comment section, Dempsey. I know you have your opinions. And my man Gerard from way back, the Wayback Machine. Put it in the comment section, Gerard. Holla at me. Before we get into it, I just want to give a shout out to my executive producer. Her name's Stephanie. She's laughing right now, but that's my executive producer, and she gets me right for y'all. All right, let's dig into it, ladies and gentlemen. Chicago versus New York Knicks. Chicago Bulls versus the New York Knicks. Let's go into the starting lineups. Alex Caruso, point guard for Chicago, going up against Jalen Brunson. I think we have the better player there. I give the edge to the Knicks. Zach LaVine versus Quentin Grimes. I'm a Quentin Grimes fan, but I know the truth. Zach LaVine's the better player at this current moment. Quentin Grimes is a young player. Give him some time. He'll be able to develop. Small forward, DeMar DeRozan versus RJ Barrett. DeRozan's the better player than RJ Barrett, even though RJ Barrett just signed a 4-year, $120 million contract. If you want to sign a contract like that, sir, there's no excuses. You have to come to perform. Patrick Williams versus Julius Randle. We have the edge there. Julius Randle is the better player, and hopefully he'll dominate tonight. At center is Nikola Vucevic versus Mitchell Robinson. Vucevic is a Knick killer, ladies and gentlemen. Mitchell Robinson will have his hands full tonight. The Bulls are the 11th seed at this time on the outside looking in on the play-in. It's a big game tonight. If the Knicks want to be taken seriously as a playoff caliber team, they have to get the win tonight, secure the victory. Let's go into the West in the NBA. We're looking at the Pelicans. At this time, the Pelicans are 18-9, tied with the Grizzlies for first place in the West. Another team that's looking good in the West is Portland. They were number one at the beginning of the season, but they couldn't sustain that. So now they're about fifth in the West at a 15-12 record. The Warriors, the NBA champions, they're playing 500 ball at this time. They're 14-14. The Knicks have to play the Warriors in a couple of games. Hopefully, they can win a couple of games so they'll take the Knicks kind of lightly. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't need them to be desperate for a win when they play the Knicks. Lakers are playing 500 ball right now. In the last 10 games, they are 5-5. Their record of 11-6, and they're 12th in the West. The Lakers are 12th in the West. LeBron James, how the mighty have fallen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at the playoff picture in the NBA East. Boston is in first place at this time with a 22-7 record. Second is the Bucks. The Bucks are a tough team, ladies and gentlemen. When Chris Middleton is playing at his best, and you got Giannis out there with Drew Holiday, Milwaukee's a tough squad. The Cavs are in third place. The Brooklyn Nets are in fourth place. They started out low, and they've been steadily growing as the season has gone on. The Sixers are in the fifth spot, ladies and gentlemen. They're rising up the ladder. The Knicks are right behind them in the sixth spot. Seventh is the Hawks. Eighth is the Pacers. Ninth is the Raptors. And the last play-in spot, the 10th spot, goes to the Miami Heat. I don't expect the Miami Heat to stay there. I think Miami's going to move up. I see Atlanta possibly falling out. So Miami could take that spot. Let's transition to the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. And I have a couple predictions for y'all. Y'all can choose to go with my predictions, or you can choose to go against me. Put your cards in. Try to make some money, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's all about. Thursday, December 15th, I've got San Fran over Seattle, ladies and gentlemen. Saturday, December 17th, I've got Minnesota over Indy. The quarterback, Kirk Cousins for Minnesota, I feel as though at this current time, he's a better player than Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is on his last legs. He should have never accepted the trade to Indy. If they were trying to trade him to Indy, he should have retired right there and stayed a Falcon his whole career. But he decided to go to Indy. Baltimore over Cleveland is what I have. And Buffalo over Miami. Tua Tagovailoa looked horrible last game. that they played. He couldn't complete any passes. It was a real horrible showing from Tua Tagovailoa. Sunday, December 18th, I have this New Orleans Saints, which is my team, over the Atlanta Falcons. It's a division game. They usually play us tight, but hopefully we can eke that one out. I say 27-24, New Orleans over Atlanta. Carolina over Pittsburgh. The only reason why I have Carolina over Pittsburgh is because they're playing in Carolina, and Carolina has a decent defense. And I don't see Kenny Pickett picking them apart to get a victory in Carolina. So I'm picking Carolina over Pittsburgh. Next up, I have the Eagles over the Bears. Should be an easy one for the Eagles as they're on their way to the number 1 seed in the East, in the NFC, I mean. KC over Houston. Shouldn't be much of a battle there. It's a laugher. I say 35-10, KC over Houston. Dallas over Jacksonville. I had this as a tight game, ladies and gentlemen. Jacksonville's no pushover. They're going to continue to get better with Trevor Lawrence as their quarterback. Detroit over the Jets is what I have. Dan Campbell has the Jets playing absolutely out of their minds. And I have Detroit beating the Jets. Denver should beat the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray just got injured for the year. He's out. So Denver, my boy Aaron, your team should get a victory this week, son. All right. Patriots over the Raiders. Patriots have defense and offense, and the Raiders only have offense. Patriots should be able to score on on Vegas. Patriots should be able to score on Vegas, and I don't see the Raiders being able to score too much on the Patriots. So I have Patriots over the Raiders. Chargers over the Titans. It's a good game, but I picked the Chargers to go over the Titans. Bengals over the Bucks. Tom Brady versus the Bengals. Joe Burrow is at this current time, Joe Burrow is the better quarterback. So I have Joe Burrow over Tom Brady. Commanders over the Giants. This was just a pick'em game the other week. I think the game was 20-20. No one wanted to win. So I'll give the game to the Commanders. Packers over the Rams. I don't see the Rams being able to muster enough points to beat the Packers, so I have the Packers over the Rams. That's my show for this week, ladies and gentlemen. It's All Sports with Smitty. Please like and subscribe, and y'all be cool.